So I have a bit of a problem. Obviously, it's not a very big one, but it's still one that I've got to address anyways. As soon as I switch into first person, you'll see what I mean, or you might not. If we have a look, my FPS drops down to about 40 when I look in this particular direction. Now you could be guessing what that thing is, but you can already hear them. There's about 40 villagers down in this hole. Now, the main problem is, this is right near the spawn. So whenever you come to spawn, the server crashes. Yeah, you heard me right, it crashes. Hi, my name is Mr. Ivory, and welcome back to the Ivory SMP server. Today, I thought I would finally address the problem of having so many villagers at spawn, and I was thinking about moving them somewhere. I feel like that's the best thing to do. Now, of course, being a good server admin, I thought it would be a good idea to try and look into some plugins, but there doesn't seem to be any for 1.17, at least not that I could find in the short 10-minute search that I did, so I'm opting for the next best solution. I'm probably going to move them all the way over there. Whoa, teleportation is such a nice thing. No, I actually just flew here. But anyways, all the way over here, we have my second base that I started working on. Now, not much has actually happened with this base, of course. The only problem with having so many damn villages is they cause a lot of FPS problems, and I don't really want that around the main base. So as I walk in here, I'm thinking that I could build a big tunnel off down in this direction and put a new villager sorting area in there. Now, I just have one thing to decide for this new villager area. I don't know whether I want to have them as I have them now in their own holding cells, or I could also do the thing that I did on Caden's server where I just kind of have them all in a big pit. The pit idea seems a lot easier, but I think at the moment we're just going to transport them here. And that's not going to be a problem since we have a really good supply of iron. Not only do we have a good supply of iron, we've also got a good supply of gold because of the piglin farm. Ooh. It only gives 6. Okay, so we're going to get a mixture of powered rails and regular rails. The regular rails are pretty easy to get. It's just iron and sticks. Powered rails, on the other hand, we've got a little bit of gold, so I might have to do some AFKing. So we're just going to pop on over to Korha's base. Don't mind these pumpkins. This was me being silly. Now, you may be asking, why are we going... Oh, what the heck? He's sitting in the... Oh my goodness. Okay, that is weird. Yeah, we're popping over to Korha's base because he has like the only iron farm that I know of in this world. Korha, if you're watching this, I can compensate you with diamonds, alright? But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be using all this, to be honest. So we're just gonna take a little bit. Sorry, not sorry, Korha. If you want compensation, I have the diamonds, okay? So now that we're here, we've got to set up a big, long railway thing. So hopefully there's going to be a time-lapse or something. I don't know. We'll work it out. Whoa. Let's stop it right there. Before we jump into a time-lapse, did you really think you could get 3 and a bit minutes into a video without me asking to like the video if you're enjoying it this far and subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content like this? I'm hoping to come out with more content regularly, but we'll see how school goes. But anyways, back to the time-lapse.
Gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes.
so chat, we did pretty well today. We moved all 40 of the villagers here to the ravine base. We've got to sort out how we want to store them, I suppose. I've got two ideas at the moment, obviously. So we have the village idea, where we just kind of put them in separate areas with a village type thing. And then the other idea is we go back to the holding cell type thing that we have at the spawn, but I don't know that I want to do that as... I don't think it would look very good here. One of the other things we might have to figure out is how far out we want to spread these guys, because I feel like having them too close together puts a little bit too much strain on FPS. Like standing here, we getting about 40 FPS, which is not very good, but we'll figure that out in another stream, I suppose. For now, I'm just gonna continue editing this video. And continue editing this video, I did. So, we got a lot done. It took a few hours. I think it took like 2 or 3 hours to finally get all of the villagers moved out of here. And then after stream, I decided to clean it up a little bit in here, make it look a little bit nicer. This is not the final product, of course. It's just, well, something that was cleaner than the end of yesterday's stream, that's for sure. Yes, you heard yesterday, right? Didn't get around to finishing editing this, but yeah, so we're going to set up some shop things like this in each individual corridor type thing. I don't know how to describe it. These two will be for the melon and pumpkins that this farm produces, and they'll be like super cheap because this is just Inspawn always making them. As for what we're going to do with these guys, I'm probably going to end up going with the village thing. I might get some help in. We'll make a bunch of houses in the underground here. This area is not big enough, so we're going to need to make it bigger. Like a lot bigger. I'm thinking we could do like a whole thing. Like a valley with a big river going through it and a bunch of villager houses. I'm not sure whether I want to go with like the villager houses that naturally generate or custom villager houses. I'm sure we'll work it out as we go. I'll have to make sure they're nice and spread out, of course, because I feel like clumping them together, like I said, isn't very good for FPS. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Not a very exciting one, I don't feel, but it's work nonetheless, you know. And I'd like to upload at least every couple days while I'm on holiday, instead of having to wait a week while we do an entire massive project. So at least you'll get to see this as it happens instead of one big video all at once. So that's good, I suppose. Like the video if you liked it, and if you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications, just so that you know when I upload. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.